Alrighty, so let's take a quick peek at the weather mini. So if I refresh it here, you can actually see it's currently 8 o'clock in Miami, Florida. So it's getting a little cold. We have a real-time graph that kind of comes in here, some really detailed information about the current weather, the highs, the lows, the wind temperature, the date, and the location. Walking you through the code a little bit. I have some custom hooks here to initialize the mini itself, and also to enable the mock canvas. This is what I've used for local testing. If we go into the weather component, there's actually this cool feature here where it will change the background color. So right now, it's using the current time, which is in LA at about 5 o'clock, so you get kind of an afternoon vibe. But at nighttime, it gets a little darker, and in the morning has like a little sun. We use GeoIP lookup and weather data. For testing, though, I commented out the GeoIP lookup, and instead it just picks some random locations for the hackathon. So it chooses between Florida, New York, Chicago, and LA. So after this, there's a little loading message. I didn't make it look pretty, but then once it gets all the data, it loads the carousel. This is a cool little weather carousel here. You can actually see the weekly and you can see the daily. So that's kind of cool. There's these things called WMO codes. Those are kind of hard to process, but it will come through here and it'll get the Bitmoji variant. And the Bitmoji variant's based on this simple code, so it returns these different Bitmojis. In my mock, it'll always retest this, but you'll see when I actually run it in the mini that it'll have the current Bitmoji. Same thing for the weather icons. If we go over to weekly, we even have some pretty cool animations here. They're very subtle, so you'll see like this cloud is like bouncing back and forth, and the sun's kind of spiraling. The locations here still, because that's important for the 7 day, and you have wind and highs and lows for the day. So in Los Angeles, ooh, it's actually looking pretty good. Wednesday, April 6th, is going to be a good day. Oh, it's going to be super hot on Thursday. Okay, that's kind of cool to know. And also, it's nice to see this little animation kind of pop in, and then you can see the hours go by as the temperature drops later until 5 a.m. this morning. And that's pretty much just about it. It gets really sloppy in here. I just made it one giant component. It's funny how I started with like custom React hooks and then eventually just dumped everything into one React giant component. So, not the best coding practices, but something I got done in the short amount of time, and it's fully functional. So every time I refresh, it has different locations. So 8 o'clock, we're looking at Queens. Queens, there's a little bit of rain and showers. That's actually kind of cool. So you look over, we've got little thunder icons, a little bit of rain. So it's kind of fun to see the different animations. And in one shot, you just get a really good idea of what your current weather is. So I like to kind of refresh it locally and kind of see these things changing over time, which is fun. All right, that's about it. Let's go look at the mini.
Everyone. We're going to be demoing on device Weather Bear. So let's go over to our mini. We'll scan down and we can see here we got Weather Bear. I'm going to go ahead and close it and restart it the beginning. Get a cool little picture of Papa Bear. And oh, look at that. We're looking at Queens, New York right now. So it's currently 8 o'clock. And you can see my Bitmoji up there. It's raining cats and dogs. So sorry, everyone in New York. It's also a little bit cold, 46 degrees. Rain showers. So let's go take a look at the weekly. And as we go over, you get these cool little animations here with the thunderbolts coming down for a little bit of thunder. There's a little bit of sun, but also some rain coming down, and generally quite cold in New York. So sorry, everyone in New York. And then at the very top again, you see 7 day forecast and the location, Queens, New York. That's important for the 7 day. We're going to go ahead and refresh the mini and see if we get a new location. Oh, cool. We got Chicago, and it's a little cloudy in Chicago. So my Bitmoji shows me it's cloudy. And we'll see if we can find one more cool location. So we're going to refresh. Oh, that's Queens, New York. We already saw them. Maybe we'll get Florida or we'll get Los Angeles. Oh, we got Los Angeles. Okay, so it's also cloudy in LA. Again, the cool thing is you can see the hour by hour range. So right now it's 5 o'clock. That's why the background is still kind of bluish because it's not quite nighttime yet. But when it gets nighttime, you get the cool darker background. Let's go over to the weekly. And oh, we can see it actually starts getting sunny on Tuesday. Wednesday we hit 80. Thursday 92 degrees Thursday. Wow. Okay, so everyone in LA, get your barbecues ready, get your shorts ready. It's going to be a hot one. And that's it. That's Weather Bear. Papa Bear brings you the weather. Okay. Thanks, everyone.